Hello, people. Hello again. So this video is just going to be a regular video, and just to let you know or give an update on just these past few days. Well, as on my previous video, I talked about going to the state fair, and me, my mom, and my nephew, we did go, and we had a good time. So that was much needed for us to get out the house. And I think, I had got me some fried pickles. And I also got these fried beignets. They were so good. Didn't need it, but it was so good. So, something that I normally don't do. I usually know better, but I I normally don't eat before I get on rides, and it's been a minute since I got on a ride at the fair. And I was like, I'm gonna try these rides, because you know how some people that as they get older, they can't ride rides anymore. It's like their body changed, or their body can't take it no more. But I think me and my nephew, we got on 4 rides. And while, our mom, his grandma, my mama, she watched our stuff, and, she was, eating too, just chilling. And I know she was down there laughing at us too, because we was up there screaming. But yeah, there was the first ride we got on was called the Air Max, and that was my favorite ride of the rides we got on. And I would say the other 2, they were okay, but that last ride, that was a doozy. It was like, I'm trying to think, what is it called? Something called orbital something orbital. And what this ride does is that while it's spinning around, these little carts we're in, they're spinning as the whole ride is spinning. So it's like a spin within a spin. And that threw it's like it just threw my whole equilibrium off. And I was literally sitting there like with my eyes closed, and I was sitting there just trying to focus. My nephew was laughing at me because that was the one ride I had my eyes closed the whole time, because that one was a doozy. That one had me messed up for the rest of the day. And it's like, I told Kevin, that's my nephew, I told him, I said, no, I had to focus and breathe in and out very deep and really focus so I wouldn't lose my food. But the other rides were fun though. I did okay on those. But that last one, that orbital, whatever that thing was, that was a never again type of ride. Never again. I don't even care if I didn't have food. That's still a never again. So, I mean, that had me all kinds of messed up. Him too. But we played a few ground games, and then we end up, time to go, because our mom, she had to go to work. We all rode together. So I'm like, I think we got in about, I want to say, a good 3 hours at the fair. And, we left and went home. So, and me, I'm the type of person that I like to get to the fair early, soon as they open. And it was on a Friday. Everybody's still at work. Everybody's still at school. I mean, you still had like a good crowd out there. Folks who probably told their children, oh, you ain't going to school today because we're going to go to the fair while it's, because I think during the week it's free because I think they open at 12. Yep, they open at noon. So from noon to 3, it's free admission and free parking. But after 3 o'clock, you have to pay. So we got there for noon. So we can get in. Majority of the city, the population, they still at work at school. Because I'm the type of person ain't finna deal with all them crowds. And and the fun, the awesome thing about getting there early and going during during the week instead of on the weekends is that there's no lines. There was no lines to get on any rides. There was no waiting to play any games. You know what I mean? You just walk straight on up there and you do your thing. So that's what I like. That's what I like to do. Some people like crowds. They like them big crowds. They don't care what time of day or night it is, but this chick do. So, and me being an empath, not to say that I'm not going to panic or have anxiety if I'm in a crowd, but it's just you love the convenience of getting out there early, getting whatever your mission is. You just want to get out early, get things done, and get the heck out of Dodge before everybody and their mama comes out. So, but leave down there in the comments section if some of y'all, feel the same way. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, I don't have, anxieties about crowds, but I don't like crowds. So, but anywho, I've been hearing the ringing and the low tone in my ear on and off these past few days, and I'm still studying up on monitoring spirits, familiar spirits, because I know that's what it is. And even though sometimes I have to just get away from the house, and maybe some of you have to do that as well. But of course, being an empath, and you soak up other people's energies and their emotions, feelings, and after a while, yes, that can, if you're not paying attention to that can really drain you. And I just had to get away from the house. I love my family, I love my folks, but you have to get away sometimes and, recuperate, whatever you got to do to raise your vibration. Sometimes that does it for me. I just go for a drive because I like driving. So I'll go for a drive, put on some music that I like, or go to a bookstore. That's where I just came out of. Go to places that, make you happy. Makes you happy. It raises your vibration. And because that's part of it, keeping your vibrations up. Don't get depleted like a battery. Don't get all the way just depleted. It's time. If it's time to move, get around. If you find yourself, because I know as well, me lately, I have to watch that, going into hermit mode, and you just find yourself stuck at the house and you haven't been nowhere. And it's like, that's another sure way, at least for me anyways, that's another sure way of your battery getting depleted. So it's like, you gotta get out, move around, even if it's to just go window shopping, get up and move, you know what I mean? But I'm still studying up on these monitoring spirits and familiar spirits, because they sure enough would try to, because I had another weird dream last night, And they're sure enough will try to throw monkey wrenches at you when they know that you're a light worker. You are the light, doggone it, and you trying to do good for people. They see your potential. They see you, and all they want to do is throw you off your purpose. Suck your energy like a bunch of vampires, like some leeches. I'm telling you, these monitoring spirits, they're a bunch of pests. They're a bunch of pests. That's how I look at them. They're a bunch of pests. But that's okay though. I'm an overcomer. You are an overcomer. You know what I'm saying? We all can overcome, doggone it. It's like that that Oprah meme. You get a car, everybody gets a car. It's like, you overcomer, you an overcomer. We can all overcome this. So, but I'm gonna share with you some of the books that I just purchased here. Oh, let me get this here. So, this is one of the books that I just bought, Self-Meditation. I try to look for books that I know that's going to be beneficial, of course, towards my purpose, my walk, just my overall well-being. So these are all the books here. And like I said before, I always encourage people to, if you can, if you're financially able, you might want to start picking up on some books and, expand your library. Because it's nothing like having books, that's in hand, you know what I mean? Because possibly one day, we may not be able to, get on the internet, or you may not have access to the internet, or, so it's good to have books, in your disposal. Here's another one. I know this one. I mean, all these books are going to be real good, but definitely this one, Declutter Your Mind. I definitely need to do that. And then I have this one, Light for Your Path, Light for My Path, but your path too. Illuminate selections from the Bible. So these are all the books I've gathered